We're kicking off the first block of Saturday action in Death Valley, where 0-1 Clemson welcomes 1-0 Georgia Southern. The Tigers are looking to bounce back after a disappointing performance on the national stage last week, falling to number 11 LSU 38-10 and managing just 152 yards of total offense. Sophomore running back Gideon Davidson was one of the few bright spots, accounting for 91 of those yards on the ground. After a frustrating 7-6 season in 2025, Clemson entered this year with plenty to prove, but last week brought another tough result in the spotlight. Now the Tigers return home with a chance to respond. Georgia Southern comes in at 1-0 after a narrow 21-20 win over Charleston Southern, led by senior quarterback Max Johnson, who threw for 355 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mostly cloudy skies and a comfortable 75-degree kickoff set the stage in Death Valley. Clemson needs a bounce back, and the Tigers get their chance right now. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on the Clemson Tigers coming up next.
Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. High noon is here and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Restatement David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with Georgia Southern's head coach before the game. He understands that they are a smaller school, a group of 6 team coming in here today against a big ACC opponent. But he said, I want our guys to believe that they belong here, play with a chip on their shoulder, and show everybody in this stadium they're just as good as the ACC guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Eagles offense will have the football first. Now to guide the attack is Max Johnson. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game.
And this is why they went out and got this guy. They wanted a leader at the quarterback spot that could make plays and win football games. And that's exactly what he's done to start the season. It's a perfect script so far. They've depended on him. He's made plays. Palmer, now it's how far can he take these guys?
It's been amazing, honestly, just to see how on the same page he has been with his receivers and with his teammates. We knew this guy came in this offseason. He put in a lot of work, a lot of extra hours when nobody was watching, throwing to these people to get the timing down, and that's now starting to show itself early this season on game day.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Clemson's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Quick give. It's Davidson. Got some green grass. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Keep it on the ground. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They're going back to the ground. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Johnson looking to throw. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Hands it off. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, it's Davidson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Back to pass, it's Denson. Extending the play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Davidson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right side, it's Wesco. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires on the move. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing to the right, complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Eagles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the big fella. Long way to go on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Under pressure. And down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught. Nice move there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Hold and fired complete. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the RPO, got him. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. He's got the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got out of trouble and throws. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly on the move.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hits inside. It's Davidson. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Swats it away. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out!
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The play fake. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. Looking down the middle. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wesco. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Nice move to keep running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Helms. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Western Kentucky, taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hilltoppers, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now back to your game in Death Valley. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage.
Are you watching the same game we are? Clemson's offense has been terrible. I think we're actually going to put in the backup quarterback and see how he does in the second half. Clemson a little bit tired of watching their offense sputter so much. So we'll see what happens with the backup quarterback in the second half here.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out. Line before he stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The run inside. It's Davidson. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Selling the fake. On the move and looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Clemson is quick to the line.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Just got rid of that one. But he the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Wesco. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. There he goes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Rashada Downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dallas.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Got to make the play on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Left side, it's Brown. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw one first. Makes a grab. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Wesco. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Play action on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll try to get it through the air. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Clemson will send the punt team out. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. 2nd down coming up. Right back to the well. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for running room. He's got the 1st down. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll do it himself. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and long right here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Needs it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He will be stopped short of the line to gain Running inside, it's Davidson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. In the backfield, it's Wesco. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Drops back on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Finding some... Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Out wide left, it's Helms. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bust through behind his pad. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Davidson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Fresh center downs going to the air. Working that left side now.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his target. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Comes down, it's Helms. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense.
Meant to do this the play before, but didn't quite get it done in time. We're going to put in the backups. So the backup quarterback of the offense obviously looked a lot better in the second half. That could just be coincidence. So who knows? But we might have a bit of a quarterback controversy at Clemson. We'll see. We'll probably have the other guy, the starter, start the next game, see how it goes. But the backup quarterback looked pretty good in the second half of this game anyway.
Been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Keeps it himself. Now the toss. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. It's a draw. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So the Clemson Tigers up only 3-0 on Georgia Southern at halftime. Put in the backup quarterback and then roll to a 38-7 victory. Obviously, the offense looked a lot better in the second half under the backup, in quotes, quarterback. That could just be coincidence. Maybe the rest of the team just kind of got things going at halftime, but there could be a budding quarterback controversy in Death Valley at Clemson. Like I said, we'll probably have the original starter start the next game and see how it goes, but if that goes poorly, we might need to make a permanent change. But Clemson eventually gets the 38-7 win over Georgia Southern. Taking a look at the team stats, Clemson had the edge in first downs 20-12, total offense 360-215, rushing yards 75-45. Neither team could really run the ball, and that was one of the problems in the first half is Clemson had almost no running game, so that's not really the quarterback's fault. Passing yards, Clemson had the edge 285-170. Third down conversion percentage, only 25% for Clemson, but the Clemson defense held Georgia Southern to 0%, so that's pretty good. Clemson had the only turnover, that was an interception, and then the time of possession battle was won by Clemson by about 9 minutes, a little over 9 minutes. Looking at the player stats for Clemson, so the starter, Christopher Vizina, finishes 12 of 21 for 120 yards, no touchdowns. He threw the interception. And the backup came in the second half, Chris Denson. He finishes 12 of 13 for 165 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. So it's hard to argue that Denson shouldn't be the starter, but we might give Vizina one more shot and see what happens. For Georgia Southern, Max Johnson, a week after having a really good game, finishes 19 of 34 for 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Obviously going against Clemson is a bit tougher than who they played last week, an FCS school. Georgia Southern's leading rusher was David Mabadinga, however you say that, 14 carries for 80 yards for him. For Clemson, they were led by Gideon Davidson, 18 carries, only 49 yards, 2.7 yards per carry. 1 touchdown on the ground. Jay Haynes also had a touchdown, and Chris Johnson Jr. had a touchdown. Leading receiver for Clemson, Bryant Wesco Jr. had a big day, 6 catches for 151 yards and 1 touchdown. For Georgia Southern, they were led by Josh Dallas, 5 catches for 70 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading blocker for Georgia Southern, it was a tie between Matthew Williams and River Helms, each with 3 pancakes. For Clemson, it was a tie between Grant Wise and Dave Gleason, each with 6 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Tigers, they were led in total tackles by Sammy Brown with 10. Tackles for loss by Will Helt. He had 3. He also led the team in sacks with 1.5, and he did return a fumble for a touchdown as well, I believe. So big day for him. CJ Kuba Taylor had the only interception for Clemson. For Georgia Southern, Diego Aviles had the only interception. Caleb Moore led the team with 3 sacks, just causing all sorts of havoc. He also led the team in tackles for loss with 3, and in total tackles, Brandon Tyson led the team with 9. Kicking for Georgia Southern, no field goals attempted, but Trip Bryant made his only extra point of the day, and Clemson's Nolan Hauser made his only field goal attempt from 34 yards out, and he was 5 of 5 on extra points. Punting for Clemson, Jack Smith had 7 punts for an average of 36.1 yards per punt, and Georgia Southern's Alex Smith had 9 punts for an average of 50.3 yards per punt. Kick returns for Georgia Southern, Antavius Murphy had 5 returns for an average of 17.4 yards per return, and Alex Taylor had 1 return for 17 yards. For Clemson, Naeem Burrows had 1 return for 15 yards. Punt returns for Clemson, Tyler Brown had 3 returns for an average of 16.6 yards per return, and for Georgia Southern, Antavius Murphy had 1 return for 7 yards. Scoring summary, in the first quarter, there was no scoring. Second quarter, Clemson gets on the board with a 34-yard field goal from Nolan Hauser. It was 3-0 Clemson at halftime. At halftime, Clemson decides to make the quarterback change, put in the backup, and then you see what happens after that. In the third quarter, Clemson gets a 2-yard touchdown run from Gideon Davidson. They then get a 51-yard touchdown pass from Chris Denson to Bryant Wesco Jr. Georgia Southern then gets a touchdown, 47-yard pass from Max Johnson to Josh Dallas, and then Clemson gets a 16-yard fumble return for a touchdown by Will Helt. That made it 24-7 Clemson going into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Clemson gets a 12-yard touchdown run from Chris Johnson Jr. and then a 3-yard touchdown run from Jay Haynes. That gives you your final score of Clemson 38, Georgia Southern 7. So Clemson gets its first win of 2026, bouncing back from that loss to LSU last week. They're now 1-1. Might have a quarterback controversy. We'll see what happens going forward. Headline for the game says complete dominance. The Tigers put together a convincing win over the Eagles in a 38-7 victory. The highlighted players are David Mabadinga for Georgia Southern and Bryant Wesco Jr. for Clemson. See, Clemson led in literally everything, and that got them the win, though they may have a little bit of controversy at the quarterback position. We'll see. Next game coming your way in week 2, we've got FCS Midwest at Western Michigan from Kalamazoo. But from Clemson, South Carolina, from Death Valley, the Clemson Tigers do get the win 38-7 over Georgia Southern, and we will see you next time.